Good morning. How we doing, everybody? What's up, Kyle? What's up, Mason? Drunk Trader? Tris? Who else is here? Trader 007, Futures Trader 5522, Albu. Good morning. How we doing, guys? Jaded, how we doing? A little bit different streaming in the mornings than it is late at night, huh? A little bit different. Obviously, we've got CPI here in about an hour or so, a little less than an hour. That's coming up. Finally got some downside on the other night. What's up, Martin, Madi, Cam Bam? How we doing? I've adjusted the levels already this morning to account for overnight price action and what's happened over the last day or so. I am honestly leaning, guys, a little bit downside for the first time. We do have interest to the downside on the DOM. It's kind of skewed heavy to the downside for the first time, down into 29K. Daily levels, we're rolling over. Obviously, we've got the highs from last Thursday, it looks like, sitting there right around 950-ish. That's going to be a point of interest for me on the move down if we do get down there. What's up, J-Love? This 950, obviously these daily high wicks are going to be probably where I'm going to be looking for a price to fall to retest for the first time if we do start trending to the downside. Back to the top side, we'll be watching that 250 level that seems to be rejecting so far on the early morning. So we've got a couple of hard rejections there on the overnight. So obviously that area was acting as support yesterday. So that's going to be really my area of interest if we do start heading back up after CPI. If CPI gives one of those bounces and rejections, I'll be leaning downside. If we get back above here and are holding back above 250, we're looking for longs only back up into yesterday's highs. Around, we'll probably, like, what was it, 480? 480 was yesterday's highs somewhere. Yeah, right around here. There is a block still sitting up there at 500, so I don't know if price wants to meander its way back up there first to grab that volume. But that's going to be my look today. Trading your early bird strategy, J-Love. We'll see if I get into anything before CPI. Obviously, price action leading up to CPI could just be some institutional positioning for that news release. So we'll see if I get into anything else. The $39 that you see there was really just that tester trade that I always throw on that happened to snap from a short from 180. So that's where I got in, and it happened to snap right when I put that trade on. So I just kind of tight trailed it. Got out. I knew that there was a possible bounce around in this 140 area, so I kind of just tight trailed it once we snapped down. But yeah, guys, we'll see if what today brings. Just a heads up, I do have construction crews coming today, I believe, so I might have to bail regular trading hours at some point. We are doing a Lucid giveaway as well today. So here pretty soon, we're going to get a marbles race going for you early birds. Best chance that you're going to have to win an account is probably going to be today because viewers are going to be light. Extremely light, probably, because of the time change in stream time. So very good opportunity to win a Lucid. I'm not sure what size account it is. Mason knows all that. He was too busy trying to talk about the new trading terminal this morning to me right before I was getting ready to go live. And I told him to hush his mouth. I don't have time for that. So we're doing a 50K Pro Lucid account today. So a 50K Pro Lucid account is on the line for the marbles races this morning. But how's everybody doing? Anybody get anything good on the overnight? Trade wise, let's see. Let's take a look at ES. So I'd like to on the ES. It's looking like this level 7430-ish is looking like probably the rejection level if we get the pump up. Obviously, we're trading in the middle of that gap on ES right now. So I guess we'll see what happens here. Back above 7,400. So it's looking like we might make a move back up towards this on CPI. So 74.30 would be my level on ES to watch. What's up, Maritimes? How are ya? Hey, Zolo, thanks for the follow on Kick. I appreciate you. Yeah, guys, we are streaming live on Kick and Twitch again this morning. So if you haven't followed those channels yet, give us a follow on there. We're trying to build up the following on Kick and Twitch. Not sure. Like I said, I don't know anything about Kick or Twitch, but I do know it's a better viewing experience, a lot better image quality. YM. What are we looking at a YM? What's up, Sire? So YM's just kind of trading sideways right now. I'm really not interested in YM right now. I'll be honest with you. I kind of wanted to get further away from 50K. Obviously, there's a lot of hourly levels because we spent a lot of time in this area, this 50K to 49.5. You know, we're just kind of ranging on either side. The Russell is kind of a little bit sideways right now as well. Kind of putting in a bear flag, it looks like, a little bit. So if we could get the pop back up into that 28.75 area and get a rejection once more, I'd lean towards downside on the Russell. What's up, Wolf Will Hunt? J Love, you caught the bounce off my key level from yesterday? A key level from yesterday, is that what you're talking about? Yeah, that's going to be the same level for today, too, I think. If we can get our way back up there. If not, I think you'll be looking at this 29,070 area. 70 to 50. This morning on CPI. Like I said, guys, you know how CPI goes. So it could spike up. We'll have to see what happens. I'm not going to try to predict what's going to happen on a news event. Levels are still levels, and generally what you'll see is news will wick into a level and then have a reaction of some kind. And then it will normally like retrace leading into the open somewhat. And then the open will provide the actual move. So generally I wait until the New York Open after those news releases that happen an hour before the New York Open. I generally don't trade them just because it's so volatile. A lot of like algo trading is going on at that time. So I just, I normally sit it out. But I tell you what, now that we got all that pre-market analysis out of the way, let's go ahead and do that first marbles race. Do the first qualifier. We'll run 3 marbles races as qualifiers. Top 3 will move on to the grand finale. 50K Lucid Pro is what we are battling for today. So Mason, whenever you are ready, go ahead and open up those entries. Guys, exclamation point marbles in the chat. You will need to be on the YouTube live stream in order to enter into the giveaway. For some reason, the stream bot doesn't recognize the Kick or Twitch chats. So hop on over. Hop on over to the YouTube live stream. Type in exclamation point marbles to get your entries in. We'll leave that open for a couple minutes. And we'll see what happens here. But after you do that, smash that thumbs up button for me if you could. It really does help the channel when you guys hit the thumbs up button, the likes. Obviously, the views have been down as of late with the crowded trading space that's happening right now. All the big channels streaming 24 hours a day, and that's where everybody's hanging out because they have hundreds of giveaways. Hey, thanks for the sub, Taztac. Appreciate you. What's up, Dom? Yeah, guys, so exclamation point marbles in the YouTube chat to enter you into that marbles race. 50K Lucid Pro on the line. Top 3 finishers from this first qualifier race will move on to the grand finale. We'll do 3 qualifying races and then run the grand finale. And the winner of the grand finale will win the 50K Lucid Pro account. What's up, Joyce? How are you? All right, looks like we got about 50 people in here. Thanks for tuning in this morning, guys. I really appreciate it. I know it's early. It's a little bit different. Probably a little bit different vibe. Awawa, did I stop using the glizzy? Yeah, Awawa. I mean, not that I dislike it or anything, but I stopped using it. Guys, just a heads up, if you're viewing on Kick or Twitch, pop on over to the YouTube live stream if you want to enter into the giveaway. For some reason, the bot does not recognize entries from the Kick or Twitch streams. So pop on over to the YouTube live stream and type in !point marbles. We'll leave it open for a couple more minutes just to let everybody do that. Hey, thanks for the follow, Sire. I appreciate you. All right, give me a minute, guys. Go ahead and get those last-minute entries in. We'll leave it open for another minute or so. But yeah, Wawa, if you're still here, I know you're asking about the Glizzy Clipper 5000. It was adding more confusion to my trading than it was any clarity for me. So I still have it, right? Oh, Henry, just !point marbles in the chat is all you got to do. All right, we'll leave that registration open, that registration window open for another, like, I don't know, 30 seconds or so. So get your entries in, guys. Make sure you're entered. Got 62 people in the stream. Top 3 finishers from this race. We'll move on to the grand finale. Oh, it looks like Mason closed the entries. All right. Oh, Albu, is it 80s music? Yeah, it's just a synthwave channel. It's just a synthwave channel today. All I do is go on Epidemic Sound. We're gonna give Mason a minute or two to get the race set up, and then we'll do this race for you. All right. Mason, reopen the registration window. So if you haven't entered into the marbles race, enter into the marbles race. !point marbles in the chat. Mason's all over the place this morning. Guys, it's almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon his time. And he's just waking up. So, what's up, Botan? What's up, Miss K? Nice and early, Miss K. Wolfo Hunt, you passed your... Oh, nice. Nice. GG's. Wolfo Hunt passed the eval last night. Nice. All right, guys. Entries are now closed. We're going to give Mason a minute to get the race set up. I'm not expecting a lot, obviously, leading into CPI at this point. We could get a move back up into that prior day low, I guess. They're at 225 leading into news. This area also could reject. So I'm gonna just let it play out. Oh my gosh, Mason, are you serious? Guys, Mason is saying the marbles entries did not work. So he's going to reopen the window, and we're going to have to do that all over again. What's up, Sammy? This morning's the first morning live stream. Guys, we're going to be trying out different time slots. All right, guys, type in exclamation point marbles again. I apologize. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea what's happening with the marbles race. Mason, get it together. Get it together, brother. Stop messing around with the trading terminal and get things in order over there. Exclamation point marbles, guys. Exclamation. We'll leave it open for a couple minutes. I'm sorry. I apologize. Hey, what's up, Adam? How are you? Get those entries in, guys. First qualifier race. We're going to leave it open for a minute or two. If you're viewing on Kick or Twitch and you want to participate in the marbles race, hop on over to the YouTube live stream and type in exclamation point marbles in the chat. Yeah, Adam, I'll be live during CPI. I'll be live during CPI. I'm not sure how much of the New York session I'll be around for. I've got some other stuff going on today. But I will be around, obviously, up pretty much right up until the open at the very least. Hey, what's up, Eagle's Eyes? How are you? Anakat, how am I doing? I'm doing good. How are you? All right, guys, we're going to leave that registration window open for another 30 seconds or so. So go ahead and make sure that you've got your entries in. Exclamation point marbles in the YouTube chat. As I said before, this will be the first qualifying race out of 3 for a 50K Lucid Pro account. Hoggy, am I full porting CPI? No, that's not my style. That's not my style. I mean, I definitely know a lot of traders that do over the current range that do put the buy and sell limit orders in, and whichever one gets hit They just take that initial surge. How do I trade on a bearish day? You do the QQQ. On a bearish day, normally I'm waiting for the pop. So like today, I kind of explained it already. I'll be watching for the pop up into this 250, 270 area on NQ for possible rejections. If we sweep higher than that, 250, 270, you know, that was the bounce spot from yesterday. We're probably going back up towards yesterday's highs, I would assume. Up there towards that 480, 500 level. But normally I'll wait for that pop and fade. Conversely, if we never get that pop, we're kind of given the break and retest right now of that 180 area, which has served as the bounce spot on the overnight. So I guess anywhere back below we'll say like 160, you're probably looking short side down into 29,070. Possibly even S3 pivot down here just above 29K. Drunk Trader, can you participate on 2 YouTube accounts? I mean, you can, I guess. But there's no way for me to control that, but I would prefer you only put 1 marble in. Everybody should have the same opportunity to win. All right, guys, it looks like we are ready. So let me get this stream up here. And get over to the marbles race. And Mason, whenever you're ready, go ahead and drop those marbles. Good luck, everybody. Top 3 will be moving on to the grand finale. All right, and we're off. Down the chute, up the conveyor belt. This is the OG course that we're on right now, guys. So let's see what happens here. Spamming 1 in the chat will make your marble go faster. Spamming 1 in the chat will make your marble go faster. All right, Taco Guy out to the early lead with TazTac in second. J Trades. But you guys know how this goes. Things can change rapidly. All right, Taco Guy holding a slim lead over Eagle's Eyes, an independent trader here. King Shane in 4th. Top 3 move on. So all you got to do is finish in the top 3 here. Oh, DeMonte, I see you in there. Good morning, DeMonte. All right, Taco Guy, Eagle's Eyes, and TazTac. 1, 2, 3 right now. We got a tight race going on. All right, it's Taco Guy getting a little slowed up. Eagle's Eyes. Oh, Eagle's Eyes off the track. Stay on the track, guys. TazTac now has the lead. J Trades in 2nd. And Steeman in 3rd. Oh, House of FX. House of FX is moving up. Here we go. Coming down the home stretch. Who can get through clean? Oh, Mohammed just got absolutely yeeted. Oh, Happy Kids. Happy Kids getting punted off the track. Independent Trader and Taco Guy. Oh, we have some punting going on. Oh, yeeted again. Oh, my goodness. Okay, who's it going to be? We've got TazTac, Finest Gen, and DeMonte moving on. TazTac, Finest Gen, and DeMonte. You 3 are moving on to the grand finale. Congratulations, guys. Oh, my goodness. These races are absolute carnage. Absolute carnage. Jeez, Albu. Albu straight spamming the ones. Alright, so Taztac, Finest Gen, DeMonte. Mason will coordinate the verification process with you. DeMonte, you're good. DeMonte's good. Taztac and Finest Gen. You will need to verify your YouTube accounts just so we know you're not a bot. Not that I fear that we have bots in here right now, but... Alright. So Taztac and Finest Gen, Mock will coordinate that with you in the chat. Alright guys, we're still just chopping this 160 to 180 area a little bit. Kind of putting in a rejection there from 180 though. I'm a little hesitant to get into a trade right now. Guys, we'll have 2 more qualifying marbles races, and then we'll do the grand finale. Alright, so ES is kind of rolling over here. Kind of want to see a pop after CPI this morning, back up into that 250 area and see if we can pick up some more sellers. If this is a runaway freight train to the downside, it's going to be kind of hard to hop on. You know, obviously we've got orders on the DOM down there at 29K, psych level 29K. That 950 area was Thursday's high from last week. I'm sure you guys can't see it on stream, but those daily highs are marked on this indicator here. Order flow is still pretty heavy to the downside as well currently. So ideally, I'd like to see aggressive buyers try to push this back up towards that 250 area. What's up, Chief Pepsi? How are you? Dave, you're kind of bearish today until tweets happen? Yeah, I mean, this is the first substantial downside that we've seen in a little while. So I agree with you. I would like to see a retracement, at least come back and test these daily highs at the very least. But ideally, I'd like to see it back to 28.5. I'd like to see this fully retrace at a minimum. Come and trade these imbalances that are below. I probably need to adjust these weekly levels here on the daily. So what is this? Prior week high would be something right there. Prior week close. Gonna be that. Prior week open. It's gonna be that. And then prior week low. It's gonna be that. All right, so that's what we're looking at right now. I'd like for it to come back and trade this gap that we've left behind eventually, but that's all the way down at 28.2. What is that? 250? 260? I don't know if we're getting that move today. We could get that move today, but I don't know if we're... Hey, what's up, Tim? We could get that move today, but at least come back and test these daily highs, you know? At least last Thursday, come down to 950. I wouldn't hate a bounce from there. Back up to retest the wick here at 220. For all you fib lovers, I guess we would be looking at, let's see here. You know, a 50% of this daily candle would be so 20, yeah, around that 950 area. So pretty much right around that daily high. So I think if the Nas can get down here, we could catch a bid and attempt at buyers to push it back above 29K, obviously. That 29,100 will probably serve as some sort of support, I would imagine, initially. So ideally what I'd like to see is a pop on the open and then the fade. After this much downside, I mean, we're down 1% on the Nas right now. Hey, what's up, Finest Jen? I got your DM. Mason's going to... If you want to DM mock exclamation point on Discord, go ahead and do that, and he'll get you all set up. Once we get everybody verified, guys, we'll do another qualifier race. Like I said, because I don't know how long I'll be able to stream this morning, so... Hey, thanks for the follow, Verx. Why did it... Honestly, NQ's needed some downside for a little while, guys. I mean, this is a short squeeze of all short squeezes, if you ask me. Right? An entire month of upside. Like, even the downside candles, even the downside days are very, very small in comparison to what we're seeing here. All sorts of gaps and imbalances below. I can't imagine. I just can't imagine trying to be an ICT trader right now, trying to locate all these daily fair value gaps that are in this move. You know? I can't even imagine the chaos and turmoil that must be going on in their brains. Can't even imagine. NQ to 25K. Well, it couldn't get there. It couldn't get there. It couldn't drop to 25K, not without hitting a breaker. I think it's around 2,000 points of downside right now would be breaker number one. Let's see. What's the institutional risk saying right now? So 50 points right now as far as recommended stop. So it's going to be a micro day for me. Man, 17% on the possible slippage. Let's see, ADR 444 points right now. Okay. So, I mean, a 400-point move. We're already down, what? Like 200 points? Ethan, am I gonna... No, I'm not gonna play the 8:30 news. I'm not... You guys can have fun with that, with the gambling on news moves. I've been there, done that. I've definitely taken my beatings trying to trade news. So I'll let you guys have that fun. All right, we have some exhaustion in the selling with a nice bounce here. Let's see if CPI in 20 minutes wants to pump this up. I like this 250 area. I really do. Come back and test all this. See if we can pick up some sell side action from this 250 area. I don't even mind a sweep up towards 300 for the rejection back down. My short probably wouldn't be until price was back below 250, but I don't mind a move back up here. I don't mind a move back up at all. You've got the weekly open sitting there at 294.50. So I do not mind. What's up, Mike Light? Yeah, I'm sure we'll have people slowly rolling in. All right, looks like Mason's ready to do race number 2. Mason, go ahead and open up those registrations. We'll let you guys get those entries in for the next marbles race. If you're viewing on Kick or Twitch, hop on over to the YouTube live stream and type in !marbles there, guys. This is the second qualifying race of 3. Top 3 finishers will move on to the grand finale. Hey, what's up, Adam K? How are you? I'd like to see like I said, guys, I'd like to see that pop back into 250. Back above 180, I might try a long. Man, we're coming up on news here in about 15 minutes, so do I really want to be in a position leading into that? But yeah, guys, !marbles to get your entry into the race. The winner tonight will receive a 50K Lucid Pro account. Obviously, this is race number 2 of the qualifying races. Top 3 finishers will move on to the grand finale. Thanks for tuning in this morning, guys. I realize it's a lot earlier than you're used to seeing me. You know, normally most of you found me during the Asia session streams. Unfortunately, for a little while, we're not going to be doing the Globex session. We're going to be trying out some different time slots in hopes that I can find a better schedule. Like I said, I've been working. It feels like with the streams happening during the Asia session, I feel like I'm putting in like 18-hour work days right now. And we don't make a lot off of our affiliates. So it's feeling like a full-time job without the without the pay. So just trying to find something that suits my schedule a little bit better. It's probably going to affect the channel for a little bit. Views are going to be down. The channel growth is going to slow down quite a bit until we pick up some steam during regular trading hours. But we're going to try something a little bit different. That Globex space has become so crowded now with all the bigger channels streaming 24 hours a day. Yeah, you know, you've got the rocket scooters. You've got all the prop firms are streaming, you know. Who else is streaming during that time? Rips has been streaming during that time. Everybody's streaming during Globex now. So, like, nobody was tuning into the live streams anymore because those other channels have hundreds of accounts to give away because of their affiliates, you know? And everybody wants the free accounts. So, the Asia session misses me, Rotund. Yeah, Rakes Trades is streaming now. Yeah, everybody's got somebody streaming during the Globex session. So, it's become an extremely crowded space. And if you don't have 100 accounts to give away, that's where everybody's hanging out at. They're trying to win those free accounts. So people stop tuning into my live streams because I don't have hundreds of accounts to give away. I don't have them. So yeah, guys, if you're purchasing evals, use code WEST, please. That's the way the giveaways happen. Unfortunately, the system is set up to benefit the bigger channels, right? Both on the YouTube and social media side of things, and in the prop space. It's kind of a rigged system. So until your channel gets up there and starts being able to compete with the bigger channels, they really hold you back. They really hold you back. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, guys. It's looking like... Oh, no. What's happening here? Charts just went blank. Charts just went blank. Guys, exclamation point marbles in the chat. I don't know what's happening here. Let me check my connections. Oh. Are we back? Are we back? I think we're back. I think we're back. Good thing I didn't take a trade. They pay for it within group on Rips. I think we're back. I think we're back. I think we're back. Hey, what's up, you? How are you? All right, guys, we're gonna leave that registration open. We'll leave that window open for the marbles race for another minute. 60 seconds, Mason. If you're viewing on Kick or Twitch and you want to participate in the marbles race and your chance to win a 50K Lucid Pro account, hop on over to the YouTube live stream and type in exclamation point marbles in the chat. I think it could be a pretty volatile CPI here. We could see some fireworks. Guys, if you haven't yet, smash that thumbs up button on YouTube. I'm not sure what the comparable move is on Kick or Twitch, but Adam K, so it's not... The one thing I've noticed on Kick, right, is it's not really been explored. There's only a few trading live streams on Kick. But there is, like, you know, 15 to 20,000 people in the space over there as far as viewers are concerned. And I'll be honest with you, the Kick live stream is a better viewing experience than YouTube is. It's a better image quality. The stream doesn't lag as much. You're definitely closer to real time on the Kick live stream than you are on YouTube. And there's no ads. There's no ads on Kick. Don't have to deal with ads. All right, Mason, 10 seconds. Close down that registration window. Then we'll run that second marbles race here right before CPI. Right before CPI. All right, I'd like to see a pop at least back up to the prior day low. All right, looks like Mason is ready here. The prior day low sitting there at 225. I'd like to see a move back up to that. All right, let me get this race going for you. All right, guys. Here we go. All right, good luck, everybody. Mason, whenever you're ready, go ahead and drop those marbles. Oh, Martin, you can see account balance on the top of the corner of the stream. Yeah, I just hit it for the marbles race. All right, Steeman out to the... Oh, to Luke. Now has the lead. Steeman in second. Chief Pepsi in third. All right. I know this map has complete carnage, guys. So if you're not in the lead right now, just be patient. Because marbles do get yeeted on this track. All right. Two Luke still with the early lead. Professional day. Oh, nope. M. Brown now has the lead. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Professional day trader. Can you land on the track? Oh, no. He hooped it. He hooped it. All right. Cash flow trader and two Luke. Or is it two Luck? Sorry if I'm butchering that. All right. Here we go, guys. We know how this goes at the end of these races. We know exactly how this goes. All right. Cash flow getting through. Two Luck getting through. Who's going to be that lucky third winner? I'm just a... Wow, no yeeting this. Oh, there they go. There they go. All right. So cash flow trader, two Luck, and I'm just a trader. You guys are moving on to the grand finale. Obviously, once the race finishes, Mason will coordinate that with you in the chat. As far as getting you guys verified to make sure that you're not a bot. All we need you really to do is to verify your YouTube account. Oh, of course. There I am. There I am. Guys, I can't ever even... I don't even think I've been in the top 10 in these races. Oh, there I go. I just got punted, I think. There I go. All right, so cash flow trader, two Luck, and I'm just a trader. Congratulations, you're moving on to the grand finale. Guys, we'll still have one more qualifying race and then the grand finale for the 50K Lucid Pro account, so stick around. Stick around, smash that thumbs up button if you haven't yet. Eagle's Eyes next race you win. There we go. Okay, now we got the P&L sitting there. All right, instead of the account balance. Yeah, Martin, this is that 25K eval that I passed last week on those 2 trades that I was talking about. So this is the funded version of that. Kyle, you won in your heart? I win in my heart every day, Kyle. I'm right there with you. America Pride. I'm going live at crazy times? I mean, technically, right? If you're a trader and living in the U.S., this is actually the time to go live, believe it or not. Whether people tune into my live stream or not is an entirely different story, because all the big guys are streaming right now. Oh, cash flow trader, you want to verify via email? Mason, you see that in the chat? Yeah, Martin, I think when the connection got lost, everything resets. So, like, everything moves out of place. And you know how it is on Quant Tower. That account info window is so long, and there's sensitive information in there, so you kind of got to be careful about what you crop. So yeah, that, and you don't want it overtaking the whole stream screen. All right, guys, 3 minutes until CPI. So let's see what happens. I'd like to see an initial pop on CPI. Back up into this 250 area. Maybe back into that weekly open up there just at 300. If we can find some sell side action up in here, I don't mind it. If the initial move is down off CPI, I'll actually be looking to buy the dip. Oh, Eagle's Eyes, you're holding a short position right now? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, you're trying this cup and handle right here? Is that what we're talking about? You have S2 pivot sitting right there at 122. Oh, boy. All right, guys, if you're in a position, just be aware. Yeah, if you're trading on Take Profit Trader, don't trade the news. Don't trade the news if you're trading on Take Profit Trader. Pivots don't matter at the moment. I mean, yeah, true. In news, pivots don't matter, for sure. Oh, Ethan, I'm right there with you. I generally let the news work, you know, do its thing. But if we can get a pop into a level leading into the open, if we can get the move up on CPI, back into 250 to 300 and find some sell side action, I'm not opposed to entering into that micro short position. And then I'll probably add on the way down. Hey, thanks for the sub, Tina. I appreciate you. All right, guys. 30 seconds. If you are in a position and want to be safe, I would highly suggest getting out. Highly suggest getting out. All right, let's see if we can get this move up. I would prefer the move up and not the rip down. Oh, is it going to be a nothing burger? Is it going to be a big nothing burger? 80K short, 300 point stop, Dom. Yeah, it's looking like it might be, let's see here. Just a 100-point candle. I know those are routine these days. Those have become routine these days. Were you guys watching after the cash close yesterday? By the way? Did you guys watch that? Where was it? Yeah, this little 1 minute candle right there that completely just ripped faces off 100 points to the downside and then immediately retraced. Yeah, this is nothing. I was hoping for the pump, this wick, to be a little bit higher. And we've kind of rejected a little bit. So I'll be actually watching this 180 area on any moves up at this point. Guys, below, like I said, you're probably looking at this daily high here, but just below 29K, around 28,950. On any continued move to the downside. Let's see, where on the 5-minute chart could there be a bounce in the middle of this? I don't know, guys. This could be a straight move to the downside here. I guess these wicks here at 70, 29,070 maybe. Could be a possible bounce spot. But yeah, I mean, that's a whole lot of nothing. Just a lot of shakeout. MNQ wicked a lot higher than NQ. Where did NQ wick? Oh, MNQ did wick a lot higher than NQ. Is that really all we got to on NQ was 160? Honestly, Kyle, I've been noticing that there has been bigger extensions on MNQ as far as the sweeps are concerned recently. Like, and not small, like 20, 30 points. Mason Tuluk says he's emailed. I don't know if you see that in the chat. Wow, a whole lot of nothing. All right, it's looking like we could get a move back up here, actually. All right, there's 180. Let's see if sellers want to defend this area or if we want to go back towards that 250 area. It's looking like we've got aggressive buyers here. All right, 180 still holding below. All right, so what I'd like to see is that move back up into 250 at this point. And for that to be where we reject from. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and throw 1 micro long on here. And go ahead and target like 240. And then I'll try and add. If we come back down here, my stop will be just below 150. So a retrace on this. I'll obviously be watching that prior day low when we work our way back up here. All right, we're back above 200. We barely swept those highs, so I'm actually going to go just below 200 on this stop. And if it takes me out, it takes me out. But I would like for this to be kind of aggressive back up into that PDL. And if it's going to pull back, all right, I'm out. Just not willing, with all the downside on the overnight, I'm not willing to give longs a lot of breathing room just yet. I do think we get back up to that prior day low there, just above 220. Obviously, signs of buyer exhaustion just above that wick high on MNQ. But NQ's pushing. You played the CPI high candle? Yeah, J-Love, I would hold on to it. I think you can get back to PDL at a minimum. You know, 225 looks good. And guys, I'm trading a fresh 25K Lucid Pro account myself right now, one that I passed last week. So I have to trade small right now until I have a little bit of a balance built up on this. But you guys will be able to see what it looks like on a small account for me when I'm building an account. Yeah, Ethan, 100%. I mean, I anticipated it. I like the move up here. Really, I like it back up into like 280, 300. All right, there's PDL. Your next target to the top side, I would obviously be trailing at this point. You know, probably stop just below 200. And then you'd be looking at the weekly open up there, up at like 295, 294. If price can get through here. Obviously, that 250 area is going to be crucial, right? Lots of rejections there on the overnight, too. So just be careful at 250. I would probably be trailing below that prior day low if price does get to 250. Yeah, J Love, I'd probably trail each 1 minute candle right now as well. All right, we have some exhaustion now. Now you're probably going to get that 200 chop heading into the open. A little pullback here. All right, looks like Mason is ready for race number 3. Mason, go ahead and open up those registration, guys. Exclamation point marbles in the chat once he opens up that registration for race number 3. This will be the last qualifying race, and then we'll go ahead and run that grand finale and do that Lucid Pro giveaway. Lucid 50K Pro giveaway. Kyle's like, oh, geez, the market hasn't even opened yet. No, not yet. Not yet. You still got 45 minutes before market open. But thank you so much, guys, for tuning in this morning. I appreciate all the support. I know it's early. It's a little bit different than what you're used to seeing me in the time slot. I hope the channel can still continue to grow. You know, just as much as it did during the Globex session streams. But like I said, the Globex session streams were making my days extremely long. I kind of feel bad because I feel like I alienated a lot of my audience. Or a lot of the supporters during that time. You know, because that's really why my channel got to 8,000 subscribers, was because I was streaming during Asia session, but the growth just slowed down. Now that all those other channels are streaming during Globex session, it's just, that's where everybody's tuning into. All right, guys, exclamation point marbles in the chat. Exclamation point marbles in the chat. If you're viewing on Kick or Twitch, you will need to be on the YouTube live stream in order to put that code in. For some reason, the bot does not recognize the Kick or Twitch chats for commands. So you won't be entered into the marbles race until you type exclamation point marbles in the YouTube chat. So pop on over to the YouTube live stream and type exclamation point marbles if you're viewing on Kick or Twitch. If you haven't followed us on Kick or Twitch yet, give us a follow on both those platforms. We are streaming live on all 3 platforms now. Trying to build up our channels on those other platforms. All right, looks like we're going to get the 220, 180 chop here heading into the open. All right, we'll leave that registration open window open for a minute or two. What's up, Gospel Clarity? How are you? In DJP's absence. DJP's probably here. Dave's probably here. He's just probably focused up. Dave tries to be done before the opening bell. And I know with CPI and some volatility, he's probably over there clicking buttons and probably trying to dig his way out right now. All right, give me 1 second, guys. We'll leave that window open for another minute or so. Let you guys get those registrations in. This is going to be the last qualifier race, guys, and then we're going to run that grand finale and do that account giveaway. I got to start watching my phone. I got to be on alert. For those of you that have channel memberships, by the way, and have access to my pre-market trading plans, there's going to be no pre-market trading plan posted this morning. I can post my charts over there, but obviously I'm live streaming right now, and I've kind of talked about it already. It's going to be that same key level for me today. It's going to be that 250. If price is above 250, I'll be looking for longs. If price is hanging below 250, I'll be looking for shorts, just for reference. If you want to jot down my levels now, feel free. And once again, get your entries in for the marbles race. Exclamation point marbles in the chat. All right, looks like we're going to hang out around this 200 level into the open. So guys, you're probably going to looking at like longs from 180, shorts from 225-ish, I would imagine. It's almost looking like it could be a reclaim ripper from here. If we do get back above 250, guys, I would watch this volatility spike from after the cash closed yesterday that came down to like 315-ish. I would watch this area as a possible rejection spot. Obviously, above that, we'll go back to opening price from Globex, I would imagine. All right, so we've got, it looks like the entries have slowed down quite a bit. So we'll leave it open for another 20 seconds. And then we're going to close the registration window for the marbles race, guys. Top 3 finishers will move on to the grand finale. And let's do this thing. Let's get that winner, the 50K Lucid Pro. Guys, institutional risk today is very, very wide. That's what this little box down here in the bottom right is showing you. It's showing recommended institutional stops. So just be careful when we're having to work with 75-point stops right now. That's not great. All right, registration is now closed for the marbles race. So kind of expecting some bigger moves today, some volatile moves. So just be on alert, be executing from the right areas as you're progressing throughout the morning and throughout your trading day today. Especially with it looking like it's going to roll over. All right, it looks like Mason is ready. Looks like Mason is ready. So let me get this third and final marbles race ready to go here. All right, guys. Last qualifying race. Last qualifying race. Top 3 move on to the grand finale. And we are off. Down the funnel we go. Guys, if you've seen this track before, there's not a lot of people who finish on this track. So if you've seen this one before and you finish, congratulations. All right, who's going to come out of the funnel first is the question. Quick Futures putting quite a gap on the rest of the field right now. Joyce in second. Quick Futures on record pace, actually. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. All right. Volatility Silk. K-Trades. Chief Pepsi. Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right. Volatility Silk. Can you get through? Oh, no. Getting totally hung up. Profit per tick getting through somewhat clean. Putting a gap on the rest of the field here. Oh, no. Stay on the track. Oh, no. Oh, stay on the track, guys. Oh, Henry getting punted. Oh, Miss K. Miss K moving on. Eli moving on. And Catastrophe moving on. Congratulations, guys. Top 3 finishers are already in. Wow. What a disaster this race is. Look at everybody getting yeeted. Look at everybody getting yeeted. Oh, I'm still on the track. No shot. Oh, hey, I finished. I hooped it. I hooped it. All right, so Miss K, Hila, and Catastrophe. Miss K, you won that race, Miss K. Congratulations. Miss K, Hila, and Catastrophe. Obviously, Mason will be in communication with you in the chat. We'll be in communication with you in the chat. He'll get you guys your YouTube accounts all verified and everything. And then we will go ahead and run that grand finale and do that giveaway for the finishers. So the top 3 finishers from each of the qualifying races will move on to that grand finale. We'll run that race. We'll get everybody verified. And we'll run that. We'll do that giveaway for you. Yeah, Miss K, you're a winner. You are a winner. All right, back to the live screen. All right, sitting right at prior day low right now. Can we get that move back up to that 250 area is the question. I would prefer us not to get there, to be honest, heading into the open. I would prefer this just to kind of chop around here a little bit. The Almighty Will. So it's an institutional risk manager. This is a custom indicator. It is a custom indicator. We're getting pretty low, so we're getting ready to go into the beta testing phase of all our indicator suites and our new trading terminal. I have not seen the trading terminal myself yet, but we're getting ready to go into the beta testing phase. We'll probably do beta testing for a week or two, work out all the bugs, find any flaws that are in the system, and hopefully within a couple weeks, guys, we will roll out public availability for everything. But we don't want to put out some hodgepodge project or rush things. We want to make sure everything is sorted before it's in your hands. So just be patient with us. Just be patient with us. Same thing with our order flow indicator. You know, this is fully customizable as well. The MGI levels indicator is fully advanced. So if you are, say you're an opening range trader, right? There's opening range built into it. If you're an initial balance trader, there's initial balance, fully customizable. You can color code it the way you want it, set it up the way you want it. The RTH gap from overnight trading, you know how the QQQs gap up or gap down. This will show that box to indicate where that gap would be on the futures product. We've tried to think of everything that we could build in that would be completely useful that you would manually have to do with this indicator on your own and would take a lot of effort, and built it into this indicator itself. So all you would have is the indicator, right? You got weekly levels, you've got daily levels, all historical data. So like it's really in depth. Everything is good. It's got different preset color themes as well as far as all these indicators, so you can have it looking the exact same way. Each of these are individual. Obviously we have supply demand levels based on time frame you're looking at. So I can't wait for you guys to see it. Once we have everything ready to go, I'll explain more in detail. We'll have some live streams where we go over everything and we explain everything in full detail. I don't want to say too much before we get through the beta testing, because we're still kind of testing everything out right now and making sure all the glitches are worked out. So yes, we've been busy on the back end. Been extremely busy on the back end. But I can't wait to launch it, guys. It's going to be probably the best thing that's out there, that's available. I'll be honest with you, and that's not just saying because we built it and it's based on like my logic, and I truly think we're going to offer something that nobody else really offers. Real-time updating supply-demand levels that does it for you. Adjusting in real time, flipping support into resistance, giving you entries, giving you stops, giving you your risk parameters. So, like, everything we've designed for the struggling and beginning trader so that they can have all this information. And obviously it's not going to be for everybody, right? Like if you're a successful, profitable trader, it's something that you won't need. This is more for the beginning, but this will be, it will give you the framework to pass your evals consistently, to get funded, to reach payouts. As long as you are following the rules and following what everything is telling you, we've built it with you guys in mind. With the struggling beginning trader in mind, this will provide that framework. You're basically going to see the market through my eyes, right? And not just my eyes, through other traders' eyes. So yeah, I'm really excited about it. I haven't seen anybody else have anything like it. Obviously, like Order Flow Labs has something similar to our order flow chart here. It's something fairly similar. But I haven't seen anything that adjusts in real-time support and resistance like this, that gives you the entries. It's really faint right now, and you can't see it on the stream. Can you repeat what to do to become your eyes? But yeah, everything, this is, so when I'm looking at this, right? Like when I'm looking at normal charts, and when I was looking at this, right? So what I'm seeing here obviously can be confusing to a lot. We flip over to this, and this is basically what I'm seeing. Am I picking the team for the final race? Mason's going through the verification process. He's going to let me know after he verifies. Catastrophe, are you here? Catastrophe 114, are you here? Will you type something in the chat for me? But this is an easier way to visualize this. These triangles are indicating possible signs of exhaustion in the aggressive buying, right? Possible signs of exhaustion. Exhaustion happening around that prior day low. If price was to get above here, if aggressive buyers were to step through the next level to the top side, you would expect to be up around that 300 level. Right? It's basically telling, this is telling you everything that you're seeing on a book map or DOM surface. Right? In combination with levels. These print in real time as well as they set up throughout the day as far as the supply and demand levels are concerned. These are fully customizable as well to hourly time frames, 5-minute time frames, 4-hour time frames. Strength of the level itself, how many times it's tested. You can kind of see one starting to print there at the 230. Catastrophe, are you here? Catastrophe, we're going to give you a couple minutes to respond in the chat. If you don't respond in the chat, Volatility Silk, you will be moving on to the grand finale. But you can see, guys, it's telling you where the entry is. It's telling you the strength of the level itself as well. Botani said you can have it instead of him. We're going to give him a minute to respond. I don't just want to bail. Because he did finish top 3. But maybe he was here and didn't know that top 3 move on to the grand finale. Maybe he didn't know that was maybe he thought that the winner, that Miss K won the account. Who knows? Let me tag Catastrophe real quick. I don't just want to... He's not here. Yeah, go ahead and tag it. You can't tag him. You don't think he's here? All right, Volatility Silk, you're moving on. Volatility Silk, you are moving on to the grand finale. So, yeah, just verify with Mason. Miss K's like, next. Miss K's all amped. Miss K, is this the first time you've been in a grand finale? I'm sure you've won an account, Miss K. I've seen you in a lot of live streams. Miss K's everywhere, by the way, guys. Popular lady. Popular lady. All right, so 25 minutes till the open here. Kind of just hanging around that prior day low. Miss K's a rock star. Miss K's a rock star. J-Love, did you top 3? No, you didn't, J-Love. You didn't. As soon as Mason lets me know that he's got everybody verified, we will go ahead and run that grand finale and try to get the winner, that 50K Lucid Pro account prior to the open. Get you a nice new fresh evaluation to attempt today on a day that could pass. And those pro accounts, guys, you can pass in a single day. I'm not saying do it. I'm saying take it slow. But if you can make $3,000, you could be funded and earning money at some point today. Just waiting on Mason, guys. Just waiting on Mason. Oh, are you kidding me? Guys. Guys, we're sitting one subscriber shy of 8.5K. Come on. If somebody's lurking in the background right now, click that subscribe button. Let's have a milestone on this first morning live stream that we've had. Let's hit that milestone. Give us that 8.5K. We are one sub shy of a milestone. Thanks for all the new subs, guys, by the way. I appreciate you. Mason checked the email, apparently. Might take a minute to get the email, Mason. All right. All right, guys. Mason's getting that race set up. We're going to do that grand finale, and then we're going to get the winner, their 50K Lucid Pro account. Good luck, everybody. Let's get the race up. This map is carnage. Good luck, guys. Good luck. 50K Lucid Pro on the line, and we are off. Just stay on the track. If you can stay on the track, you're in a good shape. All right, here we go. Taztac. Oh, here we go. All right, who's coming out with the lead? Finest Gen. Finest Gen out to an early lead. But guys, you got to stay on the track on this one. Marbles get punted very easily on this track. All right, Finest Gen, Taztac. Two Luck in third. Cash Flow. Oh, Finest Gen has quite a gap on the rest of the field right now. If they can stay on the track, it's going to be hard to catch them. Oh, here we go. Don't get punted. Don't get punted. Oh, and gets through clean. Finest Gen putting on quite a race here. Finest Gen. Oh, Miss K. Oh, Cash Flow getting hung up. Finest Gen has quite a gap right now, guys. If Finest Gen can stay on the track, I think we might have our winner here. Finest Gen is just missing all obstacles, getting through clean. Really greased up that marble this morning, huh? Oh, it is a huge gap on the rest of the field. A massive gap. Can Finest Gen finish it? Can Finest Gen finish it? Oh no! Oh no! Finest Gen with the bounce. Okay, so now we have Nasdaq and cash flow. Tight race here at the finish line. Oh, that's brutal. That's heartbreaking. Finest Gen's got to be almost breaking a monitor right now. Oh my goodness. Stay in it, guys. Stay in it, guys. Stay in it. All right, cash flow trader. Oh no. Stay on the track. Oh, Nasdaq. Nasdaq with the dub. Nasdaq comes flying out of nowhere, skipping parts of the track at the end to take the 50K Lucid Pro account. Congratulations, Nasdaq. Oh, Miss K. Oh, Miss K. Goodness. Congratulations, Nasdaq. You are the winner of the 50K Lucid Pro account. Oh, Toonluck's still on the track. Going backwards. Going backwards on the track. Working his way back up the track towards the starting line. Congratulations, Nasdaq. Mason will be coordinating that giveaway with you. I'm not sure if you did email or through Discord, but... Yeah, Miss K. The marbles races are goated for giveaways. They're goated. Absolutely goated. All right. We're back to the live stream. I haven't got a call yet, so we're going to hang out for a little bit. Let's see what happens here at the open. Is anybody in a position? That was a funny race. Yeah, that was crazy. I felt so bad. I felt so bad. Yeah, Finest Gen definitely got done dirty. That was ridiculous. All right, guys, we are just chopping that PDL at this point. Like I said, I'd like to see a move back up. Maybe even up to 270, 280, and see if we can catch... a sell out of that area. You know, maybe test the weekly open at 294. But I'd like the move up. It's kind of doing what I wanted to see happen leading into the open. And then I'd like to see a sell from here, but anything above this level, you're actually going to be looking for long. So ideally what I would like to see... Let me get the little drawing tool up here. See if it works today. Ideally what I would like to see is the move up on the open, test that weekly open, reject, pull back down, and then hold below for the short. That's in an ideal world. If we get the move down off the open, I'll actually be looking for a long... I can see a bounce possibly from 70, maybe sweep these lows, and then see the bounce from 70 for that move back up. But that's kind of what I'd be looking at right now. If the initial move is up, I'd be looking for that short. Conversely, if we were to get something like this, you know, where we're just kind of chopping, I would think the long is back in play up towards here. So those are like the 3 trade ideas that I'm seeing right now. Oh, thanks for all the new subs, guys. 8.5K. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. We are going to be streaming mornings for the rest of this week, at least. We're going to see how it goes. Thanks for tuning in this morning. I appreciate you. Obviously, I've got construction crews showing up today at some point, so I might have to bail. But I'm going to stick around for as long as I can here. Maybe get a trade in at the open. I haven't received a call yet, so we'll see what happens. But thank you for all the new subscribers. If you're new to the channel, my name's Wes. I normally streamed during Globex session and Asia sessions, but we're trying to find a little bit better time slot for the channel. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. If you haven't followed us on Kick or Twitch yet as well, give us a follow on Kick and Twitch. We are streaming on Kick and Twitch now too. All right, we're starting to see some sell side action off that prior day low. Kind of rolled over, retested. Let's look for that move back down into 170 at the open and see if we can catch a bid. If it can bounce anywhere in here, I like the longs back up into that 250 area. Hey, what's up, Chompy? How are ya? How's everybody doing this morning? Are we green? Are we red? Everybody just sitting on hands at this point, waiting for New York Open here in about 10 minutes? Sipping coffee right now, Chompy? Yeah. I believe it. Get that caffeine in. Green so far, Almighty Will. Nice. Nice. Hopefully everybody... I'm hoping a lot of you caught that long with me off the open. You guys can see, I'm not sure if you can read it because it's kind of dark with the blue on there, but you can see the targets for any longs have just popped up. You're starting to see resistance form right there at PDL. But you see how that generates in real time. So once this 1 minute candle closes, that level should lock in. As long as we close below that area. For reference, though, when you're viewing this, I have it up just for the stream's sake right now and for the beta testing phase of all these indicators. Trying to try out trying to try out every single setting and option and trying to tweak everything. But I prefer the 1 hour and 4 hour levels, the higher time frame, just like always, you know, just like I draw my levels on there. That's where I prefer to be executing from. Hey, what's up, Fred? How are you? Let's see. Brandits. What platform? Mike, eventually, yes, we will have them out on other trading platforms. So they will be available on other trading platforms. We're probably still a couple months out from that, but eventually they will be. All these different trading platforms, guys, use different coding languages. And so we have to like make sure everything is good. The easiest transition for us is probably going to be Sierra Charts, to be fair, because it uses a similar coding language to Quantower. Quantower, I believe, uses C#. So that will be the easiest transition. The other platforms are a little bit different. Obviously, TradingView and I think NinjaTrader might even use PineScript. So there will be some time delay in between. But initially, it's just going to be on Quantower until we make sure everything is good and ready to go. I don't really see any sense in converting the coding languages until everything's ready to fully go. But it shouldn't be too long after we release on Quantower. But initially, it will just be a Quantower release. But I'll be honest with you guys. With most prop firms, Quantower is one of the free options. Quantower is one of the free options. So, if you're interested in getting your hands on it at a certain point, just either one of your new evals or something like that. You can even get a 14-day free trial. When we do roll out the indicators, obviously we'll have a free trial period for everybody before we do any like hard launch. So you'll be able to test out everything, see if it works for you. Kevin, you're struggling with Quantower? Really? Struggling as in how? Maybe I can, maybe we can help you out. Struggling getting it set up? Just learning a new platform, Kevin. Honestly, I think you'll like it a lot. I know there's a lot there. You know, learning all your quick access stuff, learning, you know, how to operate your bracket orders and all that stuff. So yeah, I get it. That's you would have that with any platform, to tell you the truth. Like even if you had never traded on Tradeovate, right? Like you would still be going through that learning process. There's always going to be a learning curve. Shoot, you think Quantower is tough? Go over to Sierra Charts. I'll talk to you in 5 years. Yes, it is different from TradingView. I think you'll like executions once you get used to it. I think you'll like executioning, like trade execution, a lot better on Quantower as opposed to TradingView. But it's going to take some time. Hey, what's up, Jared? But yeah, it's going to take some time. I remember when because my first trading platform was Tradeovate. I remember when I hopped over to Quantower, it probably took me a couple weeks. It took me a couple weeks just to get used to everything and to have everything somewhat ready to go before I could trade well on it. All right, guys, 5 minutes till open. Hey, Mason, will you do me a favor and get rid of the 50K bot messages since we've already done that giveaway? That way, if new people are tuning in, they don't think we're still doing a giveaway. But yeah, just so you guys can see the difference between these levels as well, right? So it's not always this messy. If you scroll down on the high probability levels indicator when you get there, just uncheck current time frames and it will repopulate hourly levels. Obviously, we don't have a lot of hourly levels until much lower. So once this updates, it will just populate the hourly levels. So if you prefer to only execute from those higher time frame levels instead of just like scalping out the smaller time frames, that's kind of why we included those lower time frames in there, so that you can have the possible scalp areas as well. But we've found that the best levels to work from, if you're going for those bigger, less frequent trades, are these hourly levels. And then obviously your targets to the downside, but we don't have a lot because of the run up recently, right? You're obviously not going to have a whole lot of levels formed in a straight up move. So the levels are really wide between. Once we establish some solid support and resistance on the higher time frames in these areas, there will be levels that print there. So, just keep that in mind, right? But yeah, everything is fully customizable. It's nice. It's nice to have. It's really nice to have. Mike, am I trading with minis? No, because I'm trading a fresh 25K Lucid Pro account today. I'm not going to trade minis. I will be trading micros. I haven't traded minis in a couple weeks, actually, with the volatility and the move up. I've been sticking to micros. Hey, what's up, Ethereum? How are you? I've had to size down. Hey, what's up, Horcrux? How are you? Mike, how many? It depends on the situation and where I see an entry at. Like if we're at one of those higher time frame levels, I'll probably throw 2 or 3 on. If I'm executing, you know, at a level that I'm not as confident in, I'll throw 1 starter position on. But I've been having to give my trades a lot more room to breathe, like 50, 60, 70 points in some cases. So I typically have only been going in with 1 micro. You can do a lot if you're in a good position. 1 micro can go for a lot. I've had 1 micro trades go for $800, you know, recently. So there is that opportunity there. But I'll be honest with you, on the 50Ks, the 25K accounts with those props, there's no reason to trade minis. There just isn't. You can get plenty of points trading micros and not be risking nearly as much. And running 10-point stops in this environment is just not ideal. I know you guys see it elsewhere all over social media, all the influencers. I've said it before, I'll say it again. They play a different game than we do. They play an entirely different game than we do. All right, markets are open, guys. Obviously got that initial latency. And you guys can see that all these levels will populate. We've got a gap to the top side all the way back up to 400. That's going to be your overnight gap. That would reflect the gap on the triple Qs. Hey, what's up, Kyle? And obviously, once this candle closes, these levels will adjust. So it's just populating right now. And here we go. I'm going to watch that 29,070 area. I'm going to be watching down in here. We obviously have overnight lows down there at 120. If we can sweep those overnight lows, come down into 70 and catch a bid. If we get back above the overnight lows, I'll probably try a long back up into that 250 area. Conversely, if we get the move back up from here, I'll be looking for that 250 to 300 to find a sell somewhere. Hey, what's up, LC? How are you? Man, these opens, I don't know if you guys have noticed. It's either extreme chop for the first 15, 20 minutes, or it's rip and go lately. Like opening bell dings and it's a ripper to the north side. Still sellers. I don't trust them though. Still looking kind of heavy. We don't. If we can get a flip on this to a green candle somewhere, I'm not opposed to trying the long. But I would almost prefer a sweep of those overnight lows at this point before trying a long. I'm just going to let it chop out. Albu, you'd prefer a sweep of overnight lows from 5 days ago? Yeah, me too. Me too. Guys, I mean, on the daily, right? I would ideally like to see the pullback back to here. 26.4. I mean, that's where I would like to see. But obviously, we're going to have some sticky spots there. But you have all sorts of gaps and imbalances below that I think at least one of them needs to get traded. Not that that has to happen, but I would prefer that. Yeah, it's doing the opening range chop. I mean, generally not all the time, guys. Those gaps do get filled. Lately, they haven't been just because we've been ripping to the top side. But these gaps are good fills normally. Oh, trading game, we already did the giveaway. I'm sorry. We already did the giveaway. Giveaway's done. We'll have more giveaways in the future, I promise. Nice trading game. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yeah, we do giveaways fairly frequently on my channel. We don't have as many accounts to give away as a lot of these bigger channels, obviously. The ones that have all the affiliate money. But we give away every free account that we receive. So any free accounts that we do get, we give away back. We give away to you guys, the community. All right, looks like we're trying to work our way back up at this point. I really want to see this sweep first. If the move is up, I'm not going to catch the long from here. I would be trying the long from down here. Probably like that, the overnight lows. I'd be trying the long from. If it's going to go up from here, I'm going to let it work its way back up to 250 to 300 and see if we can catch the sell. And that will be my execution area. Nasty little open here. Just choppy. All right, buyers showing up. Let's see if they can push it back up there towards 250, 300. Is anybody in this long right now? Did anybody catch that little failure sweep? Small scalp choppy, nice. Almighty Will, you caught about 20 points of it? Yeah, I mean, the move up makes a lot of sense, right? We talked about it. We're running into the resistance, though. So we're going to be looking in this area for sellers to step in. Just we'll have to be very careful of the possible gap fill back up to 400. Oh, nice, Martin. I'd still like it to go a little bit higher. I want it to trade just above 250. All right, now we'll start looking for the rollover to gray candles here, somewhere in between 250 and 300. And I might try a short. Back above 300. I no longer like the shorts. We're probably looking at a gap fill at that point, back up above 400, back to the open. Some Bararaho. Is it common for TPT to move you to Pro Plus live account? I'm not sure. I never went through the live transition with Take Profit Trader. So anybody that has, that's in the chat, that knows the answer to that question. Could you help him out? I don't know how common that is. I know they move traders alive pretty quick. I mean, there's just no sign of selling anymore. I might have to adjust here. Did we even put a topside wick in on the daily at all? Yeah, there is a little one. All right, so maybe 320. How do I know? I know everybody's, I mean, it's just pumping. It's just going up. Just buy the open, guys. Buy the New York Open every single day. All right, there's a nice rejection off 300. Let's see. Can we maybe wick 320? All right, first signs of some sell. And this gap does close in real time as well with each candle close. So it will adjust. Oh. Oh, big sell. Big sell. And immediate retrace. Gosh, here we go again. All right, guys, I'm going to throw on a short micro from here. We're going to give it a shot. And we're going to target well, we'll target like 80. I'm going to give it a little bit of breathing room. We're going to give it up above 320. All right, I kind of got to go break even on this. I don't want it ripping back on me. We know how the buyers have been. Last thing I want them to do is to defend that that prior day low there right at 220. So we're going to go something like that. And now we're hands off. Martin, you shorted on the flash down and it kept going. I mean, we'll see. If it can get really heavy from there, because that was the move we talked about up to that 300 level. If it can get really heavy from there, I'll target to below 29K down into that like 28,950 area. But I don't like the stall here at PDL. I would rather just see continued aggression to the downside. So I might get wicked out of this position. I would have much rather preferred more sellers to be present. But this is what's happened on all my short side positions recently. Is there just hasn't been any follow through. You can kind of see there's orders stacked up here as well. Biggest one of the downside is right at 29K. Yeah, Martin, I'm watching that 950 area. On the daily, you've got those daily wick highs sitting right there at that 950. So that would be my probably take profit and reevaluate area. If we can get heavy. I mean, it's going to be so hard to catch the short, guys, just because the rips back to the top side are going to be fairly violent. Luckily, price did exactly what we wanted to see with the move back up to 300. All right, let's get through this 180 level. I'm going to go ahead and pull my stop to 230. So we're locking in about, I don't know, 25 points at this point. Because I think if we come back up, we're probably looking at range for a little bit. A lot of indecision in between that 200 and 300 area. And it looks like that's what we're doing. All right, out of that position. Not a fan of this. Not a fan of the 200 to 300 back and forth. All right, but that puts us up $114. Technically, that's a winning trading day. That's the first trade on this funded account. So, believe it or not, the first normally guys, the first trade on my funded accounts is a loser. I don't know about you guys, but it's normally a loser. So normally I just take the small loss on the chin and move on, right? Yeah, YM's looking heavy. YM is looking heavy. It's looking very messy. But YM's looking extremely heavy. I'd say if YM can bounce back up to that 650 area. Yeah, Martin, it's 100 on the 25K Pro. Oh, guys, there's the call. I gotta bail. I'm sorry. You got me for a half hour during RTH. You caught one trade today. I will be back live tomorrow. But yeah, I gotta go take care of some things. Thanks for tuning in this morning, guys. We have gone over 8.5K subs now on YouTube. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Enjoy the rest of your trading day. Oh, now the sell's coming in? Okay. So the sell-off 250 like we were talking about is coming in. Maybe I should have held. I will be back live tomorrow. Hopefully we're doing some more RTH streams than Globex in the near future. Enjoy the rest of your trading session. Like I said, anything below 250, you're looking for shorts, I think. Anything above 250, you're probably looking for longs at this point. That daily wick high here would be my eventual downside target. Top side target for me would probably be around that 400 area. Good luck the rest of your trading day, guys. Stay patient, and I will see you in the next live stream. Peace.